3-month strategy for your PU examination. How do I manage physics, chemistry, mathematics, biology, everything together? I'm not able to understand. You have 3 months, you have November, December, January. The first thing that you should be having is self-belief. What to do when your brain freezes? You have to give 2 hours for each subject. Starting 5 minutes should be used for active recalling. Hello Chitkus, how are you all doing? I hope that you are doing wonderful as you are. And today we are going to talk about the 3-month strategy for your PU examination. So we all know PU examination is around the corner, that is, it is going to come in March. And you all might have several doubts like, ma'am, we do not know what chapter should we start first. Should we leave some chapters? Are there some low weightage chapters which does not give too many questions? Can I just leave it? Or how do I manage physics, chemistry, mathematics, biology, everything together? I'm not able to understand. So children, come, stop all your thinking. Okay, over here we are going to break it down for you. I have got your plan. If you can, follow it. And let's see what change it brings in your life. Okay, so you have to follow this with passion, with consistency, and everything is possible then for you. Okay, I'm not going to tell you mantras or anything like that. I'm going to tell you how and what you can do as a student to score better. That's all. So I have got a 3-month strategy. I have planned it accordingly, what all chapters you should be doing in the first week, second week, third week, everything one by one, and you just have to follow it by giving your 100%. So how many months do you have, children? You have 3 months. You have November, December, January, February. I'm not counting. February you can give for revision and everything. You have practical examinations and as well during that particular point of time. Then you have March. So basically by January we have to finish every single thing, and I have got a plan for that. So don't think of these months as months, think of them as something that could bring change in your life. So it's not scoring, it's not about scoring 95% or above. No, it's about giving your 100%. Then the score would matter less. Okay, if you give your 100%, whatever you are achieving, that's the 100% that you can in this particular exam. I'm telling you, it won't be of any waste. This exam has written form, but there would be other exams. Okay, there would be other entrance exam that has multiple choice question, and you might outshine others in that particular thing, because you have knowledge, you have gained knowledge during the entire process of studying. Yeah, and before starting anything, before having any plan, the first thing that you should be having is self-belief. Okay, so what does art of self-belief give you, children? It improves your focus, it fosters a growth mindset, it builds resilience, it helps. For example, if I believe in myself, there is nothing in this world which would help me, which would hamper my focus. If I am focused on something, I have strong belief that I can focus on something, I will have focus on that. My mind won't change. Second thing, it will help me have a good mindset, a positive mindset. If I believe in myself, I will think that, okay, I did a mistake, it's fine, I can learn from it, I can not repeat it in the next time, and I won't repeat it. That's all. It's very easy. Okay, now the third thing that it will give me is it builds resilience in me. For example, I will be persistent, I will be very much disciplined if I have belief in me. If I think I can do it, I will be able to do it. Most of the times, most of the people, even me, including me, every time when something new comes up, I'll be thinking that, will I be able to do it? Don't you think that this time is not enough for me to do it? But children, you have to try to know that. You have to try, you have to fail to understand a lot of things in your life. So doubt kills more dreams than failures ever will. So basically, do not doubt yourself. Self-doubt will be a big problem for you. You have to believe in yourself and then start off this journey with me, children. Okay? Chalo. So first thing that you need to do is understand the pattern, the paper pattern well. For different subjects, you have different paper pattern. I'll give you the link or for the blueprints of all of them. In the case of biology, you have these many parts. In these many parts, you have these many questions, and this contains this much marks. Now, why do I say that you should be knowing about the paper pattern well? So over here, you saw that part C has 7 questions. How many questions, children? 7 questions. Now, if you do not go on reading the instructions and stuff like that, what will happen? You will go on attempting all the 7 questions. But actually, you need to attempt only 5 among them. So obviously, it is very much helpful. It gives you an understanding of the question type. So you should be knowing about the paper pattern. It reduces anxiety on the day of exam. You won't be worried that, oh, this is how the paper looks. If you're already aware that this is a thing, this is a 2-marker question, then comes 3-marker, I can plan my answer writing accordingly. Probably I can start with the 5-marker first and then go with the 3-marker. But on the day of exam, if I am starting to looking at each and everything, and that's the day when I realize that paper looks like this, and you're investing too much of time on understanding the paper on that particular day, it will cost you your time, and time is very important. So you should be understanding the paper pattern well. Okay, so for each subject you have different paper pattern. I will be sharing the link. You can click on that and understand it accordingly. Okay, now going ahead, understand the syllabus well. So I have put the list of chapters over here. This is for biology again. I have for all the other subjects. Please do not worry. Okay, just for giving an example. So over here, what is the use of understanding the syllabus well? I'll get to know that this particular chapters holds the highest weightage, so I should be prioritizing them in my preparation. If you do not know, for example, I think that okay, I like biotechnology and its application. Because I like it, I'll study it. If you go like that, what does this particular chapter give you? It gives you 6 marks. But on the other hand, you're missing another chapter which is having 13 marks, that is principles of inheritance and variation. So obviously it is a problem. You should be knowing the syllabus. Again, where can you get it from? From the blueprint itself, you have the marks, or here itself, I have given all the marks for all the chapters of PUT examination. If you are a biology student, you can take a screenshot. If you are a person who is studying mathematics, I have things for you. Please do not worry. Okay. So over here, you need to understand the syllabus well. Why, children? Because it will help you identify the key areas. It will help you make a proper study plan, and it will help you to have a focused preparation. You are not lingered around everywhere. What you studied, what I have to study, what I have to study. You know what you have to study if you know the syllabus really well. Okay. Now, this is the whole set of chapters for physics, chemistry, and mathematics. Okay. Got it? And I have colored them. I have changed the order, okay, the number over here according to the weightage. So these things that you see over here, they're high weightage chapter for each subjects. So for physics, you have current electricity. For chemistry, you have electrochemistry. For mathematics, you have integrals giving you 22 marks. Here 13 marks. Here 15 marks. Okay. So I have divided and divided. So this is 4, this is 5, and this is again 5. Okay. Over here, you see chemistry basically do not have that many chapters over here. So I've kept it blank. Okay. Now, going ahead, what am I going to do with this? I told you we have how many months? 3 months. So, starting with November. For November, in every month, we have 4 weeks, children. In every month, we have 4 weeks. And I am telling you, in each week, you have to study 1 chapter from each subject. So, over here, if I say that week 1 is there, I am choosing current electricity, solutions, and determinants. 1, 2, 3. I'm not taking 3 chapters from this line only. Why? Because it might be big chapters, so you might be finding it difficult. You can arrange it accordingly. I have arranged to my knowledge. Okay. So I have given 3 chapters from this particular box in 1 week. In the second week, again 3 chapters. So 3 chapters for 3 different subjects. Okay, 3 chapters for 3 different subjects is okay. You can do it. Okay, if you think that's slow process, no children, it's not slow. In this way, you will be efficiently be able to do things. Okay. Now, on every Sunday, I have also planned for that. On every Sunday, you have to revise for 4 hours. Whatever you studied, whatever you have studied, you have to revise for 4 hours. Now, obviously, I know there are other subjects also apart from your physics, chemistry, bio, mathematics. Okay, you might have certain languages or something else. The rest of the hours, it's a Sunday. You can use that time for studying language subjects or something else. Okay. Now, question practice you can do for 2 hours. Question practice you can do for 2 hours. Now, if you think, ma'am, it's too much, we cannot do a lot of things together. So, I'll say revise. Okay. Then I'll say that if you think this is too much, then revise for 2 hours. Okay. And do question practice for 2 hours. And the other time you can give for your language subjects and all the other subjects that comes in your way. Either way. Okay, but I will be telling you a plan for all these 4 weeks. This is for Sunday. So Sundays are for revision. Whatever you studied in a week, you have to revise. If you think that you know it well, still you have to revise because revision, no, it gives you what's the activity of brain cells which have got connected when you studied that particular point, whatever thing that you studied. Okay, so it's very much important. Now, week by week, let's see. First week, I want current electricity, chemical kinetics, and vector algebra. So 15, 12, and 11 marks. So this is all from that particular thing. Over here, I took vector algebra and chemical kinetics and current electricity. 3 topics. Okay. Now, going ahead, what do we have? We have electric charges and fields from physics, aldehydes, ketones, and carboxylic acid, and integrals from this. This is for week 2. So week 2, next day, 3 chapters. It's fine, right? For each subject, it's totally cool, right? Next week is this. The next week is this. So you can take a screenshot if you want. Okay, these are the weeks plan that you have. So you have 4 weeks in November and you can utilize all the 4 weeks by studying like this. Okay, if you want, you can change change the topics, interchange them and then learn. But I am telling you, in the November month, please choose the high priority chapters. Why? Because you already studied it. Now you are in loop. Okay, now if you want to revise it later on, you can revise later on. But if you keep it for January, at this point of thinking that you will forget what you studied, at that point of time, you will get anxious, you will get nervous, because you are reading something or studying something that is difficult, that is a bit long. Okay, so you do not have time to challenge that particular chapter at that particular point of time. You have to challenge it now, you have to start studying now, and you have to determine yourself. You have to be determined in that you will be able to complete 3 chapters in one particular week. That's a small target, it's not a very big target. Okay, then cool. Works. This is for November. As I said, for Sundays you have to do revision of all these chapters. Okay, you can use 4 hours for revision, and then as I said, you can study languages for the other time, and if you can give 2 hours for question practice. But if you think that revision for 4 hours is not of any use, so because obviously you might get distracted, so you can do 1 hour of revision, then 1 hour of question practice, then 1 hour of revision, and then 1 hour of question practice also. Okay, either way, whatever you want to do, you can do. This is the thing. This is for November. Now in the case of December, what do you have? December, you have Christmas holidays as well. Okay, so again you have 4 weeks plan. On every Sunday you will be revising for 4 hours and question practice for 3 hours. Now I have changed the timings for question practice, so you have to practice more amount of question also this time. So this is for 3 hours. Okay, again you can according to your will change, but you have to make sure that every Sunday, my dear children, every Sunday you have to revise whatever you studied in a week, however you can. Okay, and you have to also practice questions. These 2 tasks are very much important, very much important. But whenever you study the core subjects, please do not forget that you have other subjects also, so give some time for other subjects so that you don't lag in there. Okay, and obviously it will help you score your boost up your percentage, the languages and everything. Okay, so please have a quick read, like go read a chapter of English. It's, I know sometimes it becomes boring, but still talk like Shakespeare is talking and try it out. Okay, either way, but you have to try, you cannot miss them. Now the 4 weeks, next 4 weeks I have given the other chapters. Over here you can see physics, chemistry, mathematics, physics, chemistry, mathematics, physics, chemistry, mathematics, physics, chemistry, mathematics. Same thing can go for biology also. You have to just take the high priority chapters in the November month, and then comes the middle priority chapters, and then comes the low priority chapters. So in this way you are not avoiding any chapters, you are studying all of them. Okay, you are studying all the chapters, and I'm telling you, by this, in this method you have almost completed your chemistry. Chemistry, you just have 2 chapters, 2 or 3 chapters that I left for January month. So over here, if I show you, okay, so this you have completed in 4 weeks. Okay, in November itself. This you have completed in December, the one that I have marked in blue. Over here 2 chapters I have kept for January. Okay, 2 chapters I have kept for January, so that you can utilize that time in studying these things. Okay, your mathematics and physics. Over here in the next month, that is in the January month, we are going to talk about these chapters. Okay, I might be giving you to study 2 chapters of physics in a week, because there is no chapter for chemistry in that particular week. Okay, in that way we will manage. So the thing, it looks like, where is January? Okay, so this is December. I hope you have taken a screenshot of this. Now we are going ahead with January. Yes, so first month, over here, first week, over here you see magnetism and matter, that is physics chapter, matrices and linear programming, that is mathematics. So 2 chapters I have kept, okay, in week 1, because there is no chemistry over there. Over here we have chemistry, so we have physics, chemistry and mathematics. Over here again we do not have chemistry, so I have kept 2 chapters of physics, not of maths. So 2 chapters of physics and then 1 math. Done. Going ahead, week 4 you have electromagnetic waves. This is again physics, and chemistry 1 chapter was left, so that chapter, and then your mathematics, and with this you're finishing your course. With this you're finishing your course. And I know, ma'am, it's not very easy, just like how you say. I know, I have been there. I have also been in 12th, and I know it's very much difficult for you to understand this at this particular situation. But children, the simplest thing is, if you have a will, then definitely you can do it. If you have a will, no, you can achieve anything in your life, anything. I'm telling you, anything. But for that, suppose if the person does not have any will, they won't try. If they have will, they will definitely try. They will give that 100%. And do you think that when you give your 100%, it won't help you in attaining success? It's not like that. You will attain success. You will get better. At least I'm not saying that, okay, from A point, I'm not saying that you have got success in a way that you got awarded by something or anything like that. But when you try, you are moving from A point to B point. You are moving towards success, and no one can stop that. And no one will be able to stop that if you are the people who have, if you are the person who has decided that I will try, I'll give my best. Okay, so this is for them. This is for them, the people who do not have self-doubt, the people who say that yes, I will try. I'll try and see if it's work or does not work for me. Okay, so that is the thing. So I hope you got it for January also. Now for January Sunday thing, for every Sunday revision for 4 hours. Okay, again question practice I have increased to 4 hours so that you get a proper understanding of things. Again, if you want to make the question practice less or revision less, so you can divide into, if you think that you can complete 1 week's revision in 2 hours, do that. Okay, and give 2 hours for question practice and then give some time for other subjects. But understand that you have to revise and do question practice. At least few questions, at least revision to pakka. Revision you can avoid. Okay, otherwise what happens, no children, we forget. So thing is that our brain tend to forget things which is not reminded often. So because our brain has too much things to remember, right? So obviously what it does is that when the memory becomes full, it deletes a lot of things. So we don't want it to get deleted. We want to tell the brain that it's important, you have to keep it. So what is a way that we can tell our brain? We revise it often. So when you do revision, basically you're reminding your brain that this is an important piece of data, please do not delete it, I want to use this in my examination. So that is the funda. So I hope January is also clear like that. Yeah. Now, what to do when your brain freezes? So I know when I say that I've given a plan, it's not like I've just given a plan. I think like you also. So I know when you study a lot, when I teach, I also want to study. At this point of time, my brain also freezes up. So what can we do to avoid the brain freeze, or basically how do you tackle the brain freeze? First point is that you can take a small break. By small break, I'm talking about just a 5-minute break, not the entire break where you go roaming around and come later on like after 1 hour, 2 hour, no da. Okay, just a small break, 5-minute break. Okay, at this point of time, go take a stroll, walk around, wash your face, hydrate yourself, drink some water. Okay, drink some water, it will make your body energetic and active. If you are hungry, go eat something, snacks, healthy snacks, okay? But do not just go stay there, you have to come back also. So 5 minutes should be 5 minutes. Over here, we have a plan, right? Over here, remember, we have a plan. So 5 minutes should be 5 minutes, not more than that. And please avoid using your mobile phone during this 5 minutes. No mobile phone. No mobile phone. Because once you have started your mobile phone application, you will go on around whenever. So please, no mobile phone during this particular small break. I think I have made a video for mobile addiction also. If you want to see that, you can go watch that. Okay, if you think you're addicted, please, you have options for you to tackle that as well. Okay, so you can turn off the notifications. Okay, you can keep all the apps and some other desktop things, but not on your phone. If you want to stay connected through desktop, and desktop is not something that you can carry around, so you will feel lazy to open it up, right? So that is one thing. Yeah, let's come back. So you can take a small break, do all this thing if you want, or children, take a 30-minute nap. It's very important. Your brain actually feels very refreshed when you have a small nap. I'm not talking about big long nap, 30-minute nap. Okay, I had a friend in my school. She used to take this 30-minute nap after coming back from school, and I used to think like, oh, how she is able to sleep. We have a lot of things to study, but when she wakes up, right, she will be full of energy to study a lot of things. Now she's enthusiastic. So at this point of time, when you think that your brain has frozen down, you cannot study anything, you cannot take anything more, please go sleep. Okay, don't think that I am not studied, how can I sleep? If you sleep, you will be able to study. You have to make sure you are telling your brain to shut down for some time and then work again later on. Okay, and as I said, this should not be like 1 hour study, 30-minute nap you take. Should not be like that. Okay, in one day, 30 minutes of nap, that's all. One day, you have got one time, that one bonus offer to take a 30 minutes of sleep any time in a day, but only once. That offer is only for once. Okay, that is there. Now next thing, Switch the subjects when you think that your brain has got frozen. Okay, I am tired of physics now. Let me switch it to chemistry. So you can now switch your subject to chemistry. And I'll rather say that you should be starting off with your favorite subject. Why? I'll tell you. Once you have started off with this favorite subject, no, you will feel that urge to go on. But once you have started off with complicated subjects, you will be like, I'm not able to understand this. I'm not able to go forward. You will have this anxiousness in you. Sometimes some people do not. They will be good with challenging chapters as well. They'll be like, oh, this chapter is nice. I want to study it. It seems interesting. It's challenging to me. That's also personality. It's also really, really good. But if for others who think that they find it difficult to start off studying, you can start off with your favorite subject, my dear children. Okay, and you can switch the subject when your brain freezes. I'm not saying this switch should be again random. Again, it's all one time opportunity. Okay, only once you can do it. And then anyways, you have to study 3 chapters in a day. In a week, if you are saying that 3 chapters you have to complete, obviously in a day you have to study at least 2 subjects, right? So basically you can do this, use this method. Now, second thing, how to be most productive during the studying hours. What you can do to be most productive during the studying hours. First thing, give 2 hours for each subject. Okay, you have to give 2 hours for each subject. Now, I'm going to break this 2 hours. Starting 5 minutes should be used for active recalling. The 5 minutes that you use to begin a chapter, at this point of time, you should be actively recalling. What do you mean by active recalling? You're not taking the help of notes, nothing. You're closing your eyes, you're thinking what all you studied. I studied this, phenols, alcohols, this. It has these many bonds, SN2 reaction, SN1 reaction, this and this. Whatever is there, you are trying to actively recall without any help of photos or any help of notes, nothing. In this way, it will help your brain to store things in a better manner. So use active recalling. So 5 minutes, only 5 minutes, okay? 5 minutes, just link everything that you have studied. That's all, okay? That's all. Just link everything that you have studied. Next thing, the last 30 minutes in this 2 hours, when I say 2 hours for each subject, the last 30 minutes that you see should be for question practice. Pakka for question practice, nothing else. So you have to make sure that 30 minutes that is there. For example, if you have not studied that much, still you have to practice questions, children. Without practicing questions, you would never know how you have to approach to that particular question. You would not know. If you have too much knowledge but you do not know how to write it down, it will be a big problem for you, right? So you should be given 30 minutes for question practice for sure. Okay, there is no going back. Now, whenever I am talking about all of this thing, I am trying to help you with KSET as well. So if you are a person who is in 12th, you have studied 11th also already, you are focusing on 12th as of now, and when you are studying for 12th syllabus, you are partially preparing for your KSET as well, KSET examination as well. Or people who are thinking that do not know about KSET, they can also give a try for KSET examination, because you have already studied certain things, right? And this could be helpful for you to give that particular examination. So it's a comprehensive way. So when you're trying out questions, you are preparing yourself for KSET examination as well. When you're trying out theory, you are again preparing for your PU and KSET examination. Both is for PU and KSET. So think like that, and remember, for one tir we say do nishana, right? So when you aim at one thing, you have 2 things. The literal translation becomes wrong, but yes. Anyways, so you can basically if you study for one thing, you will be benefited for both the examination. That is very much important as well. Okay, so 5 minutes active recall, last 30 minutes question practice. Now what? Take 5 to 10 minutes break after 2 hours. So after every 2 hours, it's not like, okay, I have read chemistry, now after 2 hours I will be starting with physics. No, children, your brain freezes. I told you, right? You can take a 5 to 10 minutes break between each subjects. Okay, each subjects. Done. So that is how you can be productive at what you are studying. Now, going ahead, repeat everything that I said. Bacha party, everything, you have to repeat it again and again for every subject, every single subject, but you have to do it. Now, timetable for school going children. Children who go to school, I have made a timetable for you. What you can do is for early birds, okay, who are okay with waking up early. Physics you can study at 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. If you come before that, please you can do that. But before that, I will ask you to sleep a bit. Take a 30-minute nap after you come from your school, okay, and then start off studying. So 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. 2 hours is for physics. Chemistry, you gave a break from 8 to 8:30, okay. That was for your dinner. If you have dinner earlier, it's really good. It's really good to have dinner before 7 p.m. If you want, you can do that as well. Anyways, you have to manage your time. This is a tentative one. Okay, so 8:30 to 10:30, again 2 hours will be for chemistry. Now I'll say shut down everything. Okay, just shut down everything and go to sleep, because you're an early bird. You have to get up early, and then you can start off with maths or biology again for 2 hours, 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. Okay, 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. you can study maths or biology, and then you can go to school, my dear children. Okay, now people who are going at 7 a.m. to school, then children, I'll say study from 5 to 6:30. Okay, 30 minutes you can take from here. You can study until 11 p.m. Okay, you can take from here. So either way you can manage your timings accordingly. Now this is a tentative one. Obviously you have every other household have every other timings for dinner, for everything. Your parents might be working, you might not be able to know, like cook food by yourself, or you might know to cook food, you might take time to cook food. There are a lot of situations. Obviously we cannot analyze all the situations. You're coming from different backgrounds, right? So this is a tentative one. This you can follow if you want, if you are an early bird. Now going ahead, night owls for you guys. So 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. again physics or whatever subject if you can choose. Okay, chemistry 8:30 to 10:30 p.m. and then biology or mathematics from 10:40 to 12:40 p.m. Okay, this is for you guys, but I'll recommend to be an early bird rather than a night owl. I was a night owl and I see so many repercussions of it. There are so many memory issues coming together as of now. I don't know if it's because of growing old, but still. Okay, so I'll suggest wake up early and study, but I get you might understand things a lot better at night. Okay, so you can do this, but please do not go post 12:40. Okay, please do not go post 12:40 and sleep for 8 hours after this. At least 7 to 8 hours after this you have to sleep. Okay, if that's the guarantee, then you can follow this. If not, then follow this. Cool. Going ahead, for children who are not going to school, okay, who are dummy schools and things like that, you can follow this. So exercise is very much important. For you also, exercise is very much important. If you can incorporate exercise at any time when you are coming from school or anywhere like that, please incorporate it. Little bit of exercise, jog a little and do jumping jacks a little, but you have to move your body. Okay, you have to move your body a little, because in this way your body becomes active. Yeah, so exercise from 6:30 to 6:50. 20 minutes. Okay, you just have 20 minutes exercise. You can do that, and then you can start off with physics or whatever chapter or whatever subject you want to. 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. physics. In that 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. 30 minutes will be for question practice. 5 minutes at the earlier time will be for active recalling. Okay, now then, have your breakfast for 30 minutes. You have 30 minutes break. From 9:30 to 11:30 you have chemistry. Okay, then from 11:40 make a 10-minute break after the 2 hours and go with maths or biology from 11:40 to 1:40. Done. 1:40 again your lunch timing. So 20 minutes for lunch. After lunch you should not be going and sleeping. Okay, you can focus on other subjects, other languages or computers or whatever you have. You have got 2 hours for that also. So 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. is for that. Then you have a nap time. After studying for 2 hours you have a nap time from 4 to 4:30. Okay, 30 minutes. Then what you can do is you get up, you do active recall and you do question practice. So at this point of time you're not studying anything, you are just directly attempting questions, number of questions. So where do you find this questions, children? If you know, you all are in this generation where we are using desktop, laptop and everything for our study purpose, right? So over here you can Google like give mock test for this chapter. So they will give you an online mock test, you can attempt that. Okay, or probably questions for this particular chapter. There will be so many questions coming around for this particular chapter. Or you can go and ask ChatGPT, give questions for this particular chapter. It will give questions for this particular chapter according to NCERT. Try solving that. Don't think that number of questions is less. There will be so many number of questions that you can try. Okay, now take a break. After that you can go roam around for some time. Okay, and then challenge the challenging subject, that is pick the subject which is very much difficult for you. Study whatever you want to study. You thought that you needed a little more time, you can spend that little more time onto this. Now this you can follow for your Christmas also. You have Christmas leaves, right? So at that particular point of time also you can follow the same routine. In this way you might study more. Okay, please take a break. I know it's important to take a break. Without break things does not work properly. Your brain also needs certain relaxation, just like how you do. Yeah, so that's all my dear little champions. I hope that this particular thing was really helpful for you. So I want to end up with a quote, that is, success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. It was said by Robert Collier. So We cannot say that you get success if you study this much. No, it's a small effort that you're putting in. The small efforts, they're coming together, this plus this plus this plus this, and that's what you get at the end, and it's success for sure. Success because basically you, as I said, you're moving from A point to B point, and that's not easy. Okay, and that's not easy, and if you're doing it, I am really proud of you for doing it. Okay, I know you guys are coming from different backgrounds. There might be so many things in your life. But children, everything that is there in your life, whatever bad things are there, it will pass and something good will really come. Okay, and I pray for that every single day for every one of you. And I wish that this particular 3-month strategy that I gave you, utilize it very properly and think you will be able to do it. I am pretty sure you will be able to do it. Yeah, so that's all, and do not forget to subscribe to our channel, that is Diksha Karnataka. Wishing you all the best. Bye bye. Take care.